Winter bared its teeth before we were ready for its bite. My sisters and I thought we were safe in our cottage, huddled together near the stove for warmth when the day's work was done. We'd faced harsh winters before. This was merely another rough season to get through. But a fever crept in with the frost that swept in too early and killed the year's meager harvest. We were already tired and hungry when the cold seeped into the cracks of our beloved home and turned our world upside down. Darina and Lacia recovered from the illness, but I was plagued with chills and aches for weeks. My sisters took turns spooning watery broth into my mouth and placing me in a nest of quilts atop the stove to sweat the fever out. Despite their efforts, I was barely clinging to life when death came to our doorstep. The knocking was so subtle I thought it was the wind howling against the shutters at first, but Darina stopped sharpening her knife at the sound, and Lazia's hands froze around the bottle of dried yarrow. Darina's blade glinted in the firelight as she used a single finger to push the curtains aside. "There's a man at our door," she said. "It's the middle of the night." Lacia corked the bottle and wiped her hands on her skirt. "What does he want?" Darina glanced back, her eyebrows knitting together. The three of us knew what a strange man in the middle of the night meant, and we only had each other for protection. "Go," I coughed, turning my head to the side before Lacia could drip water into my mouth. "Take our food and leave through the back." "It's too cold for you. You'll never make it." Lacia smoothed her palm over my forehead, panic flooding her pale green eyes as she sensed the heat radiating from my body. I used all of my strength to raise my arm and swat her away. As much as I wanted my sisters by my side at the end, they had a life to live. "Leave me." "No." Darina exchanged a look with my sister, who nodded her agreement. "No one will drive us out into the snow to catch our death. If we burn together." The stranger knocked again, his 3 sharp raps too distinct to ignore this time. Darina swung the door open, holding a threatening stance with her knife poised in front of her, just as our father had shown her years before. The man held up his hands. "I mean no harm,"